everyone, and welcome into my live stream. Just give me one moment here. I'm gonna try to fix something. Yeah. Maybe a little less. Too dark. Don't mind me. Just tweaking some camera settings here. I hope can everybody hear me okay? First of all. Waiting for an audio check from my chat. Thank you. Thanks, Ski Man. And welcome in, everybody. Awesome. I can always adjust it if needed, if you cannot hear me. But I'll do my best to speak up and and I'm going to try to keep up with chat and but I'm going to be focusing mostly on what I see on screen. I wish I had a second person to respond, but hi, Josh. Hi, Jeff. I know there's two Jeffs. Hi, Jeff Ryman. How's it going? Hi, John. So I've got two screens, and so if it looks like I'm looking off to the left, it's because I'm looking at my second screen and watching chat. Okay, let's start. Looks like the Northeast is dry for now. Okay. Gotta get a little bit closer. We have a line of storms up here through southern Ontario, Lake Huron, and all in eastern Michigan, down into Ohio. And this is going to be headed towards the direction of New York here, probably tomorrow afternoon. Got some light showers here in southern Maryland on the peninsula here, Denton. And I'm just offshore here in the Barrier Islands. Got some rain, and that's going to be moving across here in a very short amount of time. Actually, it may already be there. Well, it'll get there. Let's see. Williamsburg, Virginia is getting some rain. Petersburg and the southern suburbs of Richmond are getting some rain. Also, Virginia Beach got a light shower there. South Boston. There's this area, Green Bay, Virginia. Drake's Branch. Raleigh, North Carolina is getting some rain, as is Marion. Wilson, this is a heavier shower. Jacksonville got rain. Whiteville, this I see some lightning, but this is weakened. Also some thunderstorms out here off the coast. So I'm gonna have to look at I'm sure there's some wave action from these, especially Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. Thunderstorm here. Ware Shoals, Cold Point, and another one up in the northwest corner here near Salem. Let's see. Whoops. Ha! Try not to do that. I was just looking at something real quick. As we head further, wait, did I point this one out? Yeah, Marion, Forest City. Orangeburg in South Carolina, get some rain. Just northeast of Charleston. Chandler looks like getting some rain. Wild Dunes, got a lot of rain down through here. There's so much precipitation to talk about. We also have a storm up here in Illinois I'll take a look at. First, look at these in Georgia, St. Mary's, Brunswick, Savannah, all getting some rain. Down into Jacksonville, Florida. And there's another line of rain showers right behind this thunderstorm here. Bainbridge, Tallahassee, Florida. Excuse me. Chipley, Jacksonville. This is part of this storm right here. And let's see, Palm Coast, Daytona Beach. I see some lightning associated with that, but it has since dissipated. Oak Hill, Titusville, Merritt Island, Palm Bay, and Sebastian all getting a rain shower. Southern Florida looks pretty dry. Tampa, nothing right now. In Georgia, back to Georgia again, because I see some thunderstorms here. Hannah, Georgia, Crest, Talbotton. I'll got some thunder and lightning. And here's some pop-up rain showers near Columbus. Just northeast of Montgomery, Alabama. Thunderstorm. Actually, a line of thunderstorms here. And up into Columbiana, Millerville. This one's approaching. Harkins Crossroads, Lafayette, Walnut Hill. More lightning and thunder just to the west of Atlanta here. Tennessee, we got little rain shower near Oak Grove, Elizabethton. And in West Virginia got a rain shower. And then in Western Virginia near Clintwood got a little pop-up lightning. and thunderstorm. Thunderstorm here in Ohio, northern Ohio, crossing over Mount Gilead, Tiffin, Gibbonsburg, Astoria. And we have a thunderstorm just east of Toledo. That is out in the harbor here a little bit. There's another thunderstorm over Lake Erie here near Stony Point. This is part of this line of storms here over Lake Huron. Lansing, we've got a little rain shower. Out east, we got some light rain. Pop up there in Lake Michigan. Marinette, Wisconsin, thunderstorm there. This storm stretches all the way to Oconto Falls and Oconto, and it's raining out here on the peninsula, Door Peninsula, and Washington Island. This stretches right across the central UP, up into Canada to Wawa, across Lake Superior. Don't want to be in a ship right now. That storm out there. Probably look at watches and alerts to see if there's surf warnings. Minnesota, just south of Brainerd, got a little lightning storm at Fort Ripley. And this one's just south of Sullivan Lake and Skunk River. Closest town to this is Onamia. I'm sure to have butchered that. Mora. International Falls got a rain shower up there, possible lightning. I see some lightning up there further north in Canada. Let's go ahead and look at this. There's a pretty intense line of storms here in Illinois. Stretching from Aurora all the way across here. Hinckley, Ottawa, Hennepin, Peru. So, this is right over Victoria and Galesburg here in Illinois. And then we've got a couple of little cells out in front here. Flanagan, Minonk, and this looks like it's near Tonica. Little hamlets out here in Illinois. Can't really call them towns. I don't see any, just crossroads. Bloomington, this is about to, looks like it's about to head towards Bloomington, Illinois. And let's go ahead and turn on the animation here. We can get a rough idea of where this line of storms is heading. It's kind of headed towards the southeast. It could hit Indianapolis. I don't know if it'll get that far though. But it's definitely going to be over Peoria and Kankakee here. We see the edge of the storms just approaching here right now. This is quite intense lightning here, so I think we should quickly look at the weather watches and warnings just in case there might be a tornado. This is definitely not a watch anymore. This is happening right across here. Yep, I've got a yellow box here that's irregular. A special weather statement. Doppler weather, radars tracking strong thunderstorms. Hazard is winds in excess of 40 miles an hour and penny-sized hail. Torrential rainfall is occurring and may lead to localized flooding, so that also is reflected in these flood watches here, flash flood warnings. Right here along the Illinois River and tributaries. We also have got an ongoing flood warning on this tributary, the Wabash River, which I've heard of before, down through Terre Haute. Terre Haute. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Vincennes. Yep, right down into southern Indiana. I'm going to presume that once it hits here, there's enough capacity, but I'm sure that this can flood down through Mount Carmel there, and just it's probably not quite as bad. Here in this area, from Seymour to looks like Medora, along the east fork of the White River, got a flood warning there too. Affecting Brownstown. All right, head back over to the radar. I don't have any precipitation of note in North Dakota or South Dakota. Go ahead and close that. No precipitation of note in Montana either. Wyoming. Do have some rain showers here. Riverton. Got a refresh on the radar there. Jackson, Wyoming. Light rain. Have some intense thunderstorms here. Nebraska. Should probably look at the weather warnings. Animate this actually. This could be tornadic. Well, can't see the radar very well with the lightning on, so I'm going to turn the lightning off real quick. It's quite intense. It looks like there might be some rotation in that. It's hard to tell. Yeah, I think this could be a tornado-producing storm here. In fact, there is a tornado warning there. So, before I even clicked on that, I was able to tell. It's capable of producing a tornado. Tennis ball sized hail, please take cover now. As of 6 minutes ago. This is over Mount Vernon, Lorenzo, Potter. Sydney. This is like right over Potter, Nebraska. So we've got intense, we've got rotation right here. Watch that right there. Right in here. You can see it right as it passes over there. It's a comma shape. And we got another one over here too. But this is, so if you live Mount Vernon, get this to the most recent Mount Vernon, and just to the south of there, and Lorenzo too, and up and here too. No village, no sign of this could be farmland here. This is down into Colorado here. It's actually headed right towards the state line. So if you live near here, Buchanan, West Plains, intense rain headed your direction, and lightning will turn that back on. You can see it's just that's an incredible amount of lightning there in a relatively small area. Hi, Josh. Also have some line. There's a line of storms here from Wood River through Hastings, Nelson, Campbell, Red Cloud in Nebraska, right down into Kansas, Salina, Colorado. I've got some more thunderstorms out here. Haswell, Lamar, Ordway, Callahan. Thunderstorms almost across the entire portion of very scattered. But I see lightning with these Delta, Price right across central Utah here, northern New Mexico, out in the Four Corners region, and then scattered rain showers across pretty much the rest of the state. Do have a couple of small little lightning thunderstorms here near Norton, McAllister, New Mexico. Excuse me. Plainview, Hale Center, and Petersburg. Got some rain there. Also have some heavy rain here in southern Louisiana, which I didn't point out. From Florence Landing all the way across New Orleans, Gulfport, Pascagoula. This is the same line of rain and thunder stretching up into Alabama, even up into Georgia. It's all part of the same front here. Arizona, we got some scattered. I know I skipped over that, but I just happened to see that over there. I was zooming around. Just out here, northeast of Flagstaff, near Bird Springs, Winslow, Holbrook, got some thunderstorms. Down to the south of Arizona. I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that, but it's out here near Y, Arizona. because Nevada. Scattered showers across north central Nevada here. Elko, Idaho. Most the entire portion of the state has rain showers. See a couple of lightning strikes out here north of Arco, Mud Lake, Oregon, and Washington. Actually, uh, surprisingly, we have rain today. Very light rain across central Washington down through central Oregon, LeGrand, and most of the eastern portion of Oregon has rain. Kenny. Hi, Ken. Hi, Josh. I didn't say hello to you. We have some rain showers in Sitka, Alaska. Gustavus. Nome. Actually a line of rain here across the western part of Alaska, stretching all the way from the northern point parts of the Alaskan Peninsula here, through Bethel, up to Nome. Go ahead and look at Hawaii real quick. Let's see, volcano, nothing much going on. Hawaii looks pretty dry for now. If I didn't mention your state when I was looking at the precipitation earlier, it's because there's nothing going on, by the way. For precipitation, we'll look at temperature real quick here in a minute. Manila's got really some light rain. For the Philippines, Manila's possibly going to get some light rain showers. Storm over Taiwan. Looks like the DMZ's getting rain right now. North Korea, South Korea, out into the Yellow Sea. Now, we don't talk about those countries very often there, because I like to skip right over to Europe and the UK and Ireland. No rain right now in England or Scotland. Nothing in Ireland or North Ireland there. Germany, had some rain showers across central Germany. Poland's northern Poland into the Baltic Sea. Lithuania's got some rain showers right now too. Into Belarus. I think this is just radar artifacts. This could be some rain right here in western or eastern Romania, but a lot of this could be just static. You can see the rain here, some rain here in Romania. Iceland got rain showers across the central portion of Iceland. Reykjavik, maybe a little light rain shower. Go ahead, quickly look at Canada. Newfoundland, nothing. Nothing going on in Nova Scotia, New Brunswick. This is this line of storms that stretches all the way from Toledo, Ohio, all the way up into Quebec here. Wawa in Ontario, got a storm there. Sioux Lookout, got a rain shower there. Just north of International Falls too, in Ontario. Little intense rain, southern Winnipeg, near Shady Lane and Wingham. Southern Saskatchewan, nothing going on. Alberta, I don't see any rain. BC, right along the coast here between actually Vancouver Island's got a rain shower too. Guilford Island. Go ahead and quickly jump over to the temperatures. I'm gonna try to fly through these as fast as I can. Actually, give me a second. Ready? Bangor, Maine, 64. Augusta, 64. Concord, 62. Rutland, Vermont, 57. Plattsburgh, New York, 64. Albany, 66. Oswego, 68. Rochester, 64. Buffalo, 66. Dunkirk, 68. Elmira, 61. Middletown, 66. New York, 70. Hartford, 68. Brookhaven, Long Island, 68. Trenton, New Jersey, 70. Atlantic City, 73. Allentown, Pennsylvania, 68. Scranton, 62. Williamsport, 62. Harrisburg, 68. Pittsburgh, 68. Philadelphia, 71. Wilmington, Delaware, 70. Dover, 70. Denton, Maryland, 70 degrees. Ocean City, Maryland, 73. Cape Charles, Virginia, 77. Richmond, 73. Virginia Beach, 77. Lynchburg, 70. We'll head out to the west part, Virginia. Big Stone Gap, 66. Morgantown, West Virginia, 68. Charleston, 68. Toledo, Ohio, 70 degrees. Cleveland, 73. Youngstown, 66. Akron, 68. Columbus, 71. Cincinnati, 73. Detroit, Michigan, 73. Ann Arbor, 68. Lansing, 66. Grand Rapids, 64. Traverse City, 64. UP, Marquette, 64. Trout Lake, 62. Wisconsin. Eau Claire, 68. Ashland, 64. Green Bay, 66. Oshkosh, 70. Sheboygan, 70. Milwaukee, 70 degrees. Madison, 68. International Falls, Minnesota, 64 degrees. Hibbing, 62. Brainerd, 68. St. Cloud, 70. St. Paul, 71. Rochester, 70 degrees. Wait, did I skip over Indiana again and Illinois? I almost missed Indiana. South Bend, 68. Fort Wayne, 66. Indianapolis, 71. Bloomington, 70. Evansville, 73. Chicago, 71. Springfield, Illinois, 75. Carbondale, 75. Frankfort, Kentucky, 73. Bowling Green, Kentucky, 75. Raleigh, North Carolina, 75. Asheville, North Carolina, 66. Johnson City, Tennessee, 70. Knoxville, 75. Chattanooga, 77. Nashville, 77. Memphis, 84. Dyersburg, 77. Columbia, South Carolina, 75. Charleston, 84. Greenville, 71. Atlanta, 70. Georgia, 75. Macon, 77. Brunswick, 75. Birmingham, Alabama, 75. Montgomery, 77. Dothan, 79. Pensacola, Florida, 84. Panama City, 82. Tallahassee, 79. Jacksonville, 79. Palm Coast, 79. West Palm Beach, 84. Miami, 86. Key Largo, 86. Key West, 86. Naples, 80. Cape Coral, 80. Tampa, Florida, 80 degrees. Mobile, Alabama, 82. Montgomery, 77. Birmingham, 75. Huntsville, 79. Oxford, 80. Greenville, Mississippi, 86. Jackson, Mississippi, 82. Hattiesburg, 80. Gulfport, 86. New Orleans, 88. Alexandria, 84. Monroe, 86. Shreveport, 88. Sheridan, Arkansas, 84. Little Rock, 88. Springfield, Missouri, 86. Poplar Bluff, 79. Jefferson City, 77. Kansas City, 80. Albany, Missouri, 79. Des Moines, Iowa, 73. Cedar Rapids, 71. North Dakota, Minot, 70. Bismarck, 73. Dickinson, 68. South Dakota, in Pierre, it is 73. Rapid City, 73. Sioux Falls, 71. Scotts Bluff, Nebraska, 73. Mullen, 70. Grand Island, 71. Lincoln, 77. Topeka, Kansas, 80 degrees. Wichita, 86. Salina, 82. Hayes, 82. Garden City, 86. Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, 88. Enid, 88. Amarillo, Texas, 88. Lubbock, 91. Dallas, 95. Houston, 89. San Antonio, 93. Fort Stockton, 89. Houston, did I say Houston? 89. Harlingen, 86. Lake Village, Nebraska, 62. Thermopolis, 79. Wheatland, 77. Cheyenne, 73. Montana, Billings, 82. Helena, 75. Missoula, 77. Great Falls, 86. Big Sky, 62. Wyoming. I already looked at Wyoming. I'm doing. Colorado, Denver, Colorado, 84. Grand Junction, 84. Pueblo, 84. Alamosa. Well, I could speak English, I really can. 80 degrees. Durango, 68. And some of the Spanish names, and I can speak a little Spanish too. Albuquerque, 82. Farmington, 79. Tucumcari 82, Carlsbad 91, Las Cruces 91, Silver City 71, Brant 68, Zuni 68 in New Mexico, Phoenix, Arizona 104, Wilcox 88, Tucson 95, Yuma 106, Ganado 70, Tuba City 82, Page 88, Mount Trumbull 88 or 80 degrees, not 88, Moab, Utah 88, Provo 80, Salt Lake City 84, Idaho Falls, Idaho 80 degrees, Twin Falls 91, Boise 91 up north, and Sandpoint it is 80 degrees. Washington, Bellingham 70 degrees, Seattle 73, Olympia 68, Kennewick 88, Lewiston, it's right on the state line in Idaho, 88, Spokane 86, Redmond, Oregon 80 degrees, Eugene 68, Salem 71, Portland 77, Plymouth Falls 75, Lakeview 73, Nevada, Winnemucca 80 degrees, Crescent Valley 79, Eureka 68, Caliente 80 degrees, Las Vegas 102, Beatty 93, Hawthorne 82, Carson City 75, Crescent City, California 57, Redding 88, Chico 89, Sacramento 79, San Francisco 71, Millerton 89, Los Angeles 80 degrees, 29 Palms 95 degrees, San Diego 73, Alaska, Anchorage, Alaska is 61, Bethel it is 50 degrees. I got a cat interference here. Give me a second. Orange cat interference. He's trying to help with the weather. Kilauea, volcano Kilauea, and that area 73 north, and Alula 79. I am got to get more practice saying these Hawaiian names. Honolulu 82. Tokyo, Japan 86. Osaka 93. Kumamoto 97. Aomori 80 degrees. In the Philippines, Manila it's 84. Cebu City 88. Puerto Princesa 88 degrees. Go ahead and look at Europe and the UK and Ireland, of course. Here in Bradford, it is 48 degrees Fahrenheit. London 53, Bristol 52, Glasgow 46, Dundee in Scotland 48, Inverness 48 degrees, Reykjavik, Iceland 52 degrees. Go ahead and find our cold spot in Greenland, Put my mouse down right on -7 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if we're going to get much colder than that. -8 over here. Just saw. Missed it. There. Actually, I have a weather station here, which I didn't realize. The summit station is at -6 here in Greenland. Go ahead and zip through Canada real quick. Temps. No, I'm going over time. It's almost necessary, though. Newfoundland, St. John's 64. It's supposed to be a half-hour show, but it's turning into more like an hour show. We'll work on it. St. John's in Newfoundland 64. Charlottetown 61. Halifax, Nova Scotia 66. Labrador City and Newfoundland and Labrador 46. Quebec and Saguenay it is 57. Ontario, Sudbury, Ottawa 64 and Toronto 70 degrees. Sudbury 64, Wawa 61, Thunder Bay 62, Kenora 62, Winnipeg 64, Swift Current 68, Prince Albert 61, Edmonton, Alberta 70 degrees, Medicine Hat further south is 75, Kelowna, BC is 88, Vancouver's 77, it's not 77, it's 70 degrees in Vancouver. Victoria on Vancouver Island is 68. White Horse, Yukon's 53. Yellowknife in the Northwest Territories 62. And Baker Lake in Nunavut is 52 degrees. And we'll go ahead and end up on our favorite town in Australia here, which is Toowoomba. 62 degrees. Yes, it's Dorito is the name of my cat that was just interfering a minute ago. Hi, stealth mode. Good seeing you too. I'm actually just finishing up Toowoomba, Australia, 62 degrees. You can always go back to the replay and see. I don't know exactly what town you live in, but I do look at all of the United States, including Florida, and I don't try to leave no region out unless there's really nothing going on. So thank you all for coming and watching my weather presentation, and I really appreciate you guys showing up, and I will see you tomorrow evening at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Thank you all for showing up. Jacksonville. Stealth mode, if you're still here, could you, I'll look at your town if we know what it is. Or at least your area. Could be anywhere. St. Augustine. Okay. Alright, that is just south of Daytona Beach there, so. Or north, I'm not north. North of Daytona Beach. Okay, I was looking at other places. Alright, yeah, that's right where you don't have anything going on, so I wouldn't have mentioned your town. But we'll keep an eye on Florida. I usually do. There are thunderstorms to the north in Jacksonville there. Oh, I don't think that's going to be. It looks like it's actually heading really quite directly west to east here. Anyway, that about covers it for the night. And I will see you all tomorrow evening at 10:30 p.m. Thanks for showing up.